Lemonade looks into another side of her Scorpio energy and also takes a look into her Chiron placements. The themes of Lemonade are betrayal, rebirth, resilience, and healing. The healing can be reflected by her Chiron in Taurus. Chiron represents our unhealed wounds. Her Chiron being in the first house of the self means these wounds are around identity, as well as her relationships and womanhood, as Chiron opposes her 7th house moon. Her Scorpio moon is activated in this album in a way of how she processes betrayal. Pluto is destruction that leads to transformation, and her moon opposing Chiron reflects the emotional pain and healing that she experienced. Sandcastles is great for symbolizing Scorpio's vulnerability and the releasing of heartbreak. Sorry is interesting as it can be looked at as Libra's detachment and clarity. Renaissance gives us a chance to look at some other placements in her chart. Her Aquarius 11th house influence and part of fortune in Aquarius are great examples of how her chart shows up in the album. These two placements alone, in the simplest terms, represent collective impact. The themes of Reni are liberation, community, joy, and freedom, which are all Aquarius-ruled things. Aquarius also rules innovation, humanitarianism, and social networks. So, her Aquarius 11th house and part of fortune help emphasize the collective impact this album had, especially as it connects to the Black queer community. Beyoncé's Jupiter in Libra, trying to part of fortune, which added expansion through joy and culture. Her Libra stellium also represents all of the harmony and social connection this album brought. Cuff It screams pure Venus and Libra's love, pleasure and fun. The cinematic elements to this album and her 3-act trilogy in general activate her Neptune and Jupiter placements. Neptune rules films, and hers, being in the sign of Sagittarius, allows her to be a visionary storyteller. America Has a Problem, I think, encapsulates both Neptune's ruling of drugs and her 6th house placements ruling addiction. Break My Soul is a great example of Aquarius's liberation and Saturn's release of a genre and community that have both historically been oppressed and experienced hardship. After all of the previous albums with heavy Scorpio and Pluto influence, this album is her freedom era. It's all of the pleasure finally after a deep transformation.